Hey everybody, welcome to The Process with BST, and today we have myself and Aaron here to talk about how and when you should take time off from throwing, if you should take time off at all.
And before we start, I'd like to introduce you guys to somebody. Here is my fat head. He's here to say what's up.
And you see in the picture there, you have Aaron as a hitter. That was before his time of being a pitcher only happened.
Yeah, that's my backyard baseball character, as many of you know, Pablo Sanchez, the GOAT. So, this debate on if you should be throwing year-round, I definitely think it's a double-edged sword. If you're throwing year-round, you're obviously going to be at a higher risk of injury. You're not able to gain back those range of motions and stability, in not only your shoulder but your elbow. But if you're taking too much time off, you're not getting better, right? We always talk about if you're hurt, you're not getting better. That's because you're not actually putting in the work and the time necessary to get good at something, right? If you want to get good at anything, you have to put in the time and the effort. So definitely we look at each kid on a case-by-case basis. So let's say we have a kid that can't even bench press the bar, can't squat the bar. Okay, maybe it might be a good idea to take off some time from pitching and just work on straight weight room, because he's not going to have the right mobility and the right strength to get in the proper positions to be a high velocity thrower. Okay, but let's say the opposite. Let's say we have a guy that's really, really strong and he doesn't throw as hard, right? It might be a better idea to get him into the and pitch more and out of the weight room and be able to focus on optimizing his kinetic chain, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And going back to what Aaron's saying is that you can't, if someone gives you a cookie cutter answer, be like, hey, take 3 to 4 months off and then come back to throw. You can't do that. Everyone's different. You have to take into account your body type, your physical fitness level, like Aaron mentioned. Okay, if you're committed to a college or not. Okay, and you have to put everything into consideration. Okay, and if you're taking time off, for example, after the high school season or your college season or whatever it is, you need to plan out your summer and your fall. Okay, so for example, if you're committed to a college, you don't really need to throw as much in the summer and the fall. So that should be some time where, hey, you're taking it to the weight room, getting stronger, more mobile, more stable. Okay, but then if you need to throw, okay, say you're at a point where, hey, you need to go throw at a showcase in the summer, at a showcase in the fall, we will help you, and you should have someone who will help you plan out your summer and your fall so you can be the best at that time and peak at the right time.
Definitely. And if you're taking 2 months off before the showcase, right? Let's say that someone told you, hey, you should take time off. And you take 2 months off, then at that 2 month and 1 day mark, you're at a showcase. That doesn't work, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you put yourself at a huge risk of injury. We talk about ramping on and ramping off of, hey, you know what? We've had people come in or talk to us or ask us questions about, hey, I took time off in December. I took 2 weeks off over winter break, and we're pulling our hair out saying, why would you do that? That needs to be the time where you're getting ready to pitch in your season. Okay, if you take 2 weeks off and then expect, hey, I'm going to throw harder, or I need to get my arm rest, or whatever the case may be, you need to be careful, because that is the time where you need to be getting ready to pitch at your peak level come season. Okay, so, and whatever the decision you choose, or you talk to us or whoever else is in your camp about getting better and improving, whether it's weight room, throwing, biomechanics, like Aaron mentioned, the kinetic chain, is that you need to have a plan, okay? And we help guys out saying, hey, you know what, you're throwing June 15th. Okay, we're going to get you ready for June 15th. Or you're in the fall where, hey, you're pitching in a showcase in October. Okay, we're going to get you going, okay? So like we said, everything is a case-by-case basis, and you need to be careful. And the best way to do that is to have people in your corner who understand the process of the body and what you should be doing to be at peak performance levels.
Yeah, and even if we recommend something and you and your family decide to do something else, we will come and help you with a plan on that choice, right? We're not just going to say, okay, we don't recommend this, so we're not going to help you. No, if you choose to do whatever you want, we will walk you through and give you our best analysis and best recommendations to go on the path you choose.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, and it's all about arm health and body health to have everyone reach their goals and dreams, and you got to make sure that you're doing it the correct way. So if you guys have any questions about that or have any input about what you guys do on a season by season basis from the spring, the fall, the summer. Let us know. Give us a shout out on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and check us out on our website, baseballspecifictraining.com, and all of our social media at baseballspecifictraining. Hope to hear from you guys soon. Oh, and the fathead.